Hi crocheters of the world. After the tunic, I thought it would be just lovely to create the cardi version too. And I called it Oana's style because actually it is my own creation, my own design, the tunic and the cardigan, and I am so very satisfied because it's a really easy construction, but it's so, from my point of view, then let me know if you think it is for you too. I think it is really beautiful, lovely, comfortable, but fancy. It has all, a little bit of all in it, this design, and versatile too. So the tunic and the cardigan. Now for the tunic I used less color. Instead, for the cardigan I really wanted to color my word actually with this five, yes, there are 5 colors that I used, and yes, it's great. Now let me tell you about the video, the tutorial. If you don't know about the tunic, at the end of this tutorial, so at the end there are 2 end cards, clickable, so you just click on the first and you will just reach the first part of the video, because let's say this is the 3rd part, it's a version of the tunic, so I don't explain from the beginning all that you need to do. I only explain how to join the 2 long rectangles together, so I kind of filmed in another from other position, so I can just give you a more more understandable look, let's say, image, and hope I really succeed. So it's the cardigan, yes. The first part is where I am explaining how to, it's the corner to corner method, so nothing difficult. But in the first part of the video I explain how to work the rectangle way of this corner to corner and the triangle, because for these 2 pieces you will need 4 rectangles and 1 triangle, and then we will put them together into the second part of the video. I actually show you very well and detailed how to put together, actually how to join together, which is the method that I use to join together these parts to create the tunic and the cardigan. And in this 3rd part I am showing you the most, let's say, the final touch, which is something, it is the most important part, or I don't know, from my point of view it's the most, the part that gives a perfect look to this piece of garment, so apparel. So it's the border. I worked the border in a way that I have never did it before, and I must say I have never done it before, and I must say I really enjoy working it like this. So you have to give it a try. It's the single crochet back post only elastic border, but I join it as I go. This is the news, let's say, for this type of border, and joining it as you go is really fantastic, really. So it can be useful for other projects. Okay, I put it at the end of the sleeves too, on the bottom, all around it. I think it looks just great. I love it. So 3.75 millimeters hook And this is the yarn. It's a cotton and acrylic yarn, really nice and soft. You can find it on our boutique. You have the link below of the yarn. I used for a medium size, I used about 650 grams, let's say 700 grams for small to medium, and about 800 grams for large, and 850 for extra large. Okay, I can say it's a medium worsted weight yarn. It's in 50 grams, you have 130 meters. It is to be worked with, here it is written on the label, it is written 3 to 3.5, but I must assure you that at least this one, I am working it with at 3.5, from 3.5 to 4 millimeters, depends on what I'm, but I never work it with 3 millimeters hook. Okay, I think it's too thick for it, and it's not that thin if you want to for 3 millimeters hook. Okay, so that would be all. I work it with 5 colors. You can choose to work, here I have it, you can choose to work with a cake, so you will need 2 cakes at least 2 cakes, because you need the same colors in these 2 rectangles. Okay, then for the sleeves you will use the leftovers of the rectangles for the body, and you will work them, and of course you can add a color. You need color one color, sorry, to work the border. It's you to decide. There are so many beautiful colors in our yarn. Here it is. Here there are. Look at them. They are so beautiful. It's such a nice and a soft cotton. It is 78% cotton and 22% acrylic. Only 22% acrylic. It's more cotton in it, and it's really, really nice. Okay, so let's get started with this third part of my design of this lovely design. I think it is lovely for you too. Let me know your opinions in the description, in the comments below. Bye, and let's get started. Oh, before beginning actually the tutorial, I have here the 4 rectangles. So these are the 2 long rectangles, the 2 small short rectangles. It can be a square too. Actually, for me was a square. The sleeves, these are the sleeves, and this is a triangle that we will put on the back side, back of the neck. Actually, back of the neck. These 2 are the most important. The width of these long rectangles are very important. Why? Because the width of the first rectangle will decide actually the hip circumference. It's a quarter, not third part, but fourth part. Yeah, a quarter of the circumference. So you need 4 of this. You will have, because it will be like this. Just let me show you. This is the rectangle, the first one. You will just fold it like this. Here you will add the sleeves. Okay, this one the same. Okay, like this. Here you will sew it on the back side, and you will put in the middle the triangle. Exactly like this. Then you will of course sew it, and then you will add the sleeves. Okay, like this. And on the right side, you won't put a triangle. You will just join here as much as you want. So the deep as you want the neckline on the right side to be. If you want it unique, you will sew. If you don't want it unique, you leave it as it is and you put a border. and that's it. So that's is it actually. Now with this kind of explanation, I'm sure all of you, almost all, oh my gosh, almost all understand the construction. Now let's get started with the other part. But as I already said, you have at the end of this tutorial 2 clickable cards. Just go ahead and click on it just to see how to work the corner-to-corner rectangle, how to work the corner-to-corner triangle on the first part, and the second part, how to join the parts together. So this is the third part. It's only that I want to show you how it looks. These are the 2 long rectangle. That one is one of the small rectangles. Here it is. One of the small rectangles, because I need one more and there will be the sleeves. That's why I called it 4 rectangles and 1 triangle, which is this one that we put in the middle. So I have on one stripe in length, I have 72 small squares, little squares. Divided into are 36 on one side and on the other side. Now first of all, I put actually, as you can see, I put here my triangle into the first part of this tutorial. I show you how to work the rectangles, how to work the triangles. So at the end of this tutorial you have the clickable cards of the first and the second part, okay? Now this is the triangle in the middle, back. So this is the back of the neck actually. And I will begin from here to join to the end. And then I will cut the yarn and join this small side. Okay, this is the first part that I will do, as I am already ready with the 4 rectangles and 1 triangle. Okay, so now you can see it better, the triangle too. So I am back. I join the triangle, as you can see it is here, and the back side. This is the back side, and now I have here the 2 front sides, and I will put it fold in twice, and here it is, my cardigan. It can be just a gilet if you want to. You can put sleeves, or you can leave it as it is. And here I single crochet. How? Where I have the little squares with the double crochets that are here on the border, I actually worked 3 single crochet into, so 1 single crochet into each of the 3 double crochet. Where is the triangle? Where is the little square that is horizontally on the border? I work 2 single crochet around the last double crochet, so the border double crochet. So 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and I went on like this for one side and the other side. On the square at the end of the small squares, because into the first part of this tutorial, this is only a version of the tunic because it is open, and I just want to show you how to put the border and how to work it open. So you need the first 2 parts to understand what am I doing here. I put 3 single crochet in each little triangle that I put into the last row of the triangle. Okay, so now I will close. I will join the front side with the back side, leaving the, here I have the marker back side and front side, leaving the space for the arm, so the arm opening, the armhole. And here I will leave 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 squares on one side, 9 squares on the other side, so 18 squares. And my rectangle for the sleeve will have a width of 18 little squares. Okay, and from here I will put a marker and join on one side, join on the other side. So you must leave only the armhole. Okay, now let me finish all of this and the sleeves too, and then I will show you the last part, how to put the border, the single crochet border on it. Okay, I finished to join the 4 rectangles, so the square, the sleeves too. These are the last 2 rectangles that are actually smaller, and the back side triangle. And I also put a border on. This is the last part, and it is not, so if you don't want to, you cannot just leave it out. I really love how it looks, so I just want to show you how to join as you go, join as you work. Okay, because it's the easiest way, the easiest way to crochet a border. It's single crochet, back loop only. So for the border, the stitch, it's really easy. The part that it's really nice is joining as you go. And for this, I already explained you that you need to put a single crochet border all around the front side and on the bottom. Okay, front, back, and the other front. So single crochet border. So it will be easier now for us to work it. I already began here. This is the tail that I will. Can you see? It's like this. It looks okay. And now I just want to show you how to join as you go. And for this, just want to finish this one, this row. It's back loop, single crochet, back loop only. This is the easiest thing to do, to crochet. Okay, now I will chain, I will turn, and now just back loop only. Be sure you are working from the very first, this is a trick, from the very first single crochet. I'm working a border of 10 single crochets, and now I am going to the sweaters, or the cardigan, actually, sorry, it's not this one. Okay, this is my last single crochet. Okay, and now here is the border, the bottom border. Then we will go on the body, actually, and here I have 1 and 2. These are where I will go. First I go in this one and I slip stitch, then I go into the next one and I slip stitch. Now I have 1 2 slip stitches here, so this is the last single crochet. It's actually the third. 1 2, this one is the last single crochet. So like this you cannot go wrong. And now this is 1 2, I just continue on with my border. So can you see how easy it is to join as you go? It's really easy, it's so fun to work it like this, and it looks so pretty. Okay, now I go back, so I will join again. Okay, I will go back. Here I am, and this is the last time that I join on the bottom border. Then I will skip directly on the cardigan, because 1 2 I have only 2. So into the first I go, first loop here and I slip stitch. Into the second I go and I slip stitch. Okay, so always like this. Now just watch, I have 1, 2 into the third. The third is actually the very first single crochet of your border. The first and the second are the first and the second slip stitches. So don't work in them, because you will just increase your border. You will have something really awful. Okay, so please don't do it. Now I come back and now I will skip directly on my cardigan, where I already work single crochet border, so it is just very easy to join as you go. Okay, so please work your single crochet border before, exactly as I shown you. Okay, this is the last single crochet. Now just watch, it's this one, the very first. Okay, so what I need to do before I will skip, I just need to work some. This is the front, this is the right side, so I will just go on the back, on the wrong side, like this, and just make a knot. Just make a knot, so you will have them both. Okay, can you see? It's almost perfect. I just need to make a knot here. Of course we will wave in these ends, but before, okay, look at it, it's just perfect. It's just perfect. Now I just need to insert hook into my first single crochet here, which is this one. So back loop only we will work. Okay, so back loop only, slip stitch into this one and slip stitch into the next, and then 1, 2 into the third we go and we work our single crochet row. Okay, like this. Okay, and that's it. This is how you join as you go. We have to work all around, which means we will go to the back of the neck, we will work on the back of the neck, and we will come back on the other side. Look, it's almost invisible. Actually it is invisible, because with this we will just cover this neck like this. Okay, so I will just continue on like this.